I want to bring in Joe Borelli. He is the New York City Council Minority Leader. What would you want to hear from the president today?
Well, I want to hear the president acknowledge the fact that for too long, I mean, specifically in 2020 and 2019 and 2021, the Democratic Party's policy position on policing, on crime fighting, was completely wrong. And I actually think that's kind of the reason why he's doing this today with Mayor Eric Adams. For all of Mayor Adams' faults on other issues, he's been fairly consistent on the need to have a proactive and responsible police department. Again, that's a big departure from where we were in the summer of 2020 with defund the police, with the George Floyd riots, with sort of the overall chaos of America's large cities. So I'm a little bit optimistic that he's going to come and do that. I unfortunately think we're going to hear about gun laws in Georgia and Maine and all those things, and too little about what's being done to perps once they're actually arrested. But I want to hear that from the president, that he's acknowledging that his colleagues and even himself were completely wrong in years past.
He could acknowledge that maybe Mayor Adams has the answers to the problem. That is, stronger policing and reform of the no bail laws and the get out of jail free laws. I mean, he could learn from Eric Adams, couldn't he? But he probably won't, but he could.
Right, and I hope so. I mean, if you look back at Eric Adams' rhetoric during the campaign, he said we want to have a proactive police department that's going out and arresting bad guys, and that police officers themselves should be just and responsible and treat people with respect. It turns out, Stuart, that just about everyone in the city and probably in the country agrees with him on that and doesn't share the opinion of sort of the Alvin Braggs and other George Soros lawyers. Look back at the history of the Democratic Party. Look at how much time and attention and focus. And I think that business owner in the last segment just made that point. The Democratic Party spends too much time and emphasis worrying about the rights and responsibilities and the creature comforts of the people committing the crimes, and not enough about the victims, whether they be gun violence victims or just a simple business owner who's the victim of repetitive stealing. The Democratic Party needs a shift and has to remember those people.
Joe, you're the minority leader of the City Council. Have you been invited to meet with the president?
No, I wasn't. But that's okay. I'm just hoping that he says the right things and maybe the Democratic Party corrects. On the other hand, Eric Adams is been open to my voice, so I am appreciative of that.
Joe Borelli, thanks for joining us this morning. Appreciate it.